What would happen if you stopped sleeping completely? So, you lost a few hours of sleep last night. It doesn't seem like that's such a big deal. So why do you feel like you're going to drop dead? Well, that's a little dramatic, but not by much. Sleep deprivation can definitely kill you, eventually. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Snooze Insider and click on the bell icon to get notified of our latest videos. Information on everything we've talked about will be in the description below. Scientists are still trying to work out why we need sleep at all. It seems unnecessarily dangerous to have evolved to be unconscious for several hours every day, with predators lurking around. However, the one thing scientists do agree on is that sleep is absolutely essential. It helps your body keep your immune system strong, repair your DNA, and is crucial for consolidating memories. On the other hand, not getting enough sleep on a regular basis is linked to a host of terrible health issues, including obesity, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, and mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and even bipolar disorder. Studies have shown that people that are chronically sleeping fewer than 6 hours a day have an increased risk of stroke by up to 4.5 times compared to someone that is regularly getting 7 to 8 hours of shut-eye. These are just some of the problems that may develop if you are consistently lacking the necessary sleep for your body. But what would happen if you stopped sleeping completely? The UN recognizes sleep deprivation as a form of torture, and if you've ever stayed awake for more than a day, you'll definitely know what I mean. Sleep deprivation affects everyone differently, but there are some symptoms that are pretty consistent for everyone. The symptoms of sleep deprivation changes the longer you stay awake. At the 24-hour mark, you'll pretty much know what to expect. You'll start feeling moody and irritable, drowsy, and have trouble thinking clearly. You might even find yourself dropping things as your motor movements and depth perception start to deteriorate. These aren't surprising symptoms when you learn that staying awake for 24 hours is equivalent to a blood alcohol level of 0.1%. That's over the legal driving limit in most states. In other words, don't expect to be able to make good decisions. Your decision-making ability is actually made even worse by a surprising side effect. You will go into a state of short-term euphoria, feeling extremely happy. This is the effect of your brain trying to compensate for the lack of sleep by flooding your body and mind with the feel-good hormone called dopamine. This giddiness might seem like a good thing, but you would be dead wrong. The portion of your brain that is responsible for decision-making simply ceases to work, causing you to make more impulsive decisions and, more likely than not, decisions that you'll regret. This euphoric feeling won't last long though. By the time you reach the 36-hour mark, you'll have forgotten you were ever happy at all as exhaustion takes over. Your body will have begun to shut down and will no longer be regulating vital hormones responsible for managing your stress, mood, and blood pressure. It will start to lose its ability to metabolize glucose, making you severely weak and dizzy. People will probably think you're drunk because you'll be tripping over both your feet and your words. After 48 hours, it only gets worse. The effects you've already been experiencing will not only be intensified, you will start to feel a host of other unpleasant feelings too. You may drift into periods of micro-sleep. These are moments of light sleep that can last about 30 seconds and can happen when you're standing up. This is definitely annoying but very dangerous as well if you're doing activities like driving a car. Once extreme fatigue kicks in, you may start to hallucinate, seeing things that may or may not be there. In some cases, you can even get sensation or auditory hallucinations, things like feeling someone tap you on the shoulder or hearing someone call out your name when no one is actually there. At 72 hours, it starts to get dangerous. You're unlikely to be able to stay awake, but if you do, your body's immune response will have shut down almost completely. You're likely to be very moody and irritable. In fact, a recent study has shown that people who have been awake this long struggle to tell the difference between happy and angry facial expressions. You'll probably start to experience some form of depression, anxiety, and even paranoia, which is often made worse by the vivid hallucinations. And there's more of that to come, assuming you don't die first. It doesn't always take very long to kill you, even from the secondary effects. Many prisoners who are tortured with sleep deprivation techniques die from hypothermia, as their bodies lose energy and the ability to regulate their temperature. The longest anyone has been known to stay awake and survive is 11 days. Remarkably, he suffered no long-term effects, but not everyone is that lucky. So, maybe going to that party after an all-nighter study session isn't the best idea. Have you stayed awake for longer than 24 hours? Tell us what happened in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we can continue making them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Until then, sleep well.